Center. Class 2. Revenue laws. As these type of questions are appearing in previous year papers, there is a high chances of asking the same question. So watch the video completely. Subscribe to channel to get more classes. Government of India Act of 1935. This act acted as the base for the formation of Indian Constitution. The report submitted in 1928 under the leadership of Motilal Nehru was instrumental in the formation of the Act. Most the provisions in the Indian Constitution are based on this Act. This Act allowed the formation of fully responsible government by Indians. This Act was applicable both to the Indian Principalities and also to the British India region. The following are the important features of this Act: 1. A federal system of Indian principalities, British-governed regions and Dominion states was formed. Reserve Bank of India was established. Dyarchy was established at the center. Dyarchy was abolished at the provincial level and autonomy was granted. The Federal Court was established. Pitt's India Act 1784: There were many inconsistencies in the Regulating Act of 1773. In order to rectify them and also to clearly outline the powers of the East India Company and the British government, Pitt's India Act was implemented. The Government of England restricted the powers of the East India Company. Another important aspect of this act was the establishment of the Board of Controllers consisting of 6 commissioners. The Board of Controllers replaced the Board of Directors. This board had powers to direct and control the issues related to land taxes, military and civil areas. The Board of Control came into existence in the place of Board of Directors. This act declared that the Indians have attained their paramount power in the name of the British Empire only, but not on their own, and curtailed the political rights of Indians. It declared that the areas under the possession of the East India Company were the integral part of the British Empire. Hence, the Government of England was the ultimate ruler of India. Laws implemented during the rule of East India Company, 1773 to 1858. Regulating Act 1773: After the implementation of the Wani rights in 1765, the greedy company officials misused this provision and became rich in a corrupt way. Corruption spiraled out. Edmund Burke, a member of the British Parliament, criticized the corruption in the East India Company. He criticized the tax payment received by the British government from the East India Company as criminal tax. He was forced to criticize in this manner, as the government remained silent to the fact of corruption among the company of. Many company officials had become super rich, and many in England feared that these people may upset the very political setup of England. The Regulating Act was implemented in this background in 1773. Main features of this Act: 1. Before the implementation of the Act, there were 3 presidencies under British rule. They are Bengal, Madras and Bombay. All these 3 were independent administrative units. Under Regulating Act, the Bengal Presidency gained control over the other 2 presidencies. The Governor of Bengal became the Governor-General of all the 3 presidencies. The Governor-General was authorized to direct, exercise control and to supervise over the other 2 presidencies. The Bombay and Madras presidencies could not declare war on anyone or enter into peace agreements without prior approval of the Governor-General of Bengal Presidency. Only during acute emergencies, they were entitled to act independently. In this central court, 1 Chief Justice and 3 ordinary judges were officiating. Like this, as the name of the Regulating Act suggests, the Act aimed at regulating the company affairs and its administration in